to everyone and welcome you all to the online class. How are you all? Okay, I hope you all are fit and safe. Have you learned the previous week portion? I hope all of you learned the previous week portion. Shall we recall it? Lesson 15, Food for Animals and Plants. According to their food habits, animals are classified into three groups. They are herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Animals that eat only plants are called herbivores. Grasshopper, rabbit, sheep. Animals that eat only animals are called carnivores. Frog, snake, eagle, fox. Animals that eat both plants and animals are called omnivores. Humans and rat. Exercise B. Filling the blanks with words from the help box. Number 1. Giant anteaters can eat a few thousand insects within minutes. Number 2. Butterflies have taste sensors on their feet. They taste their food by standing on it. Number 3. Flamingos are born with grey feathers which gradually turn pink because of a natural pink dye from their diet of shrimp. Number 4. A chameleon's tongue is often longer than its body. Number 5. Millions of trees grow every year thanks to squirrels forgetting where they hid buried nuts for the winter. Number 6. The vampire bat needs on the blood of animals. Number 7. If you invite a polar bear to dinner, make sure to have plenty of eucalyptus leaves. On the other hand, if a panda is coming over, you will need a lot of bamboo. Number 8. A green anaconda can live for a year without eating after it has had a very large meal. Number 9. The gigantic blue whale eats tiny organisms like plankton and krill from the water. Number 10. An elephant may spend 12 to 18 hours a day eating. An adult can eat over 200 kilos of food a day and drink as much water as a bathtub can hold. Lesson 16, Food and Health. An idiom is a group of words that has a different meaning than the meaning of each word itself. Read the sentences given below. Choose the right meaning for each of the food idioms from the help box and write them in the space under each picture. One has been done for you. First one, I can't keep a secret. I spill the beans. The meaning of spill the beans is reveal a secret. Number 2. I was in a pickle when I lost my identity card. The meaning of in a pickle is in trouble. Number 3. This crossword puzzle is a piece of cake. The meaning of a piece of cake is easy. Number 4. In a nutshell, we must reduce, reuse, recycle. The meaning of in a nutshell is in short. Number 5. The children are full of beans at the start of each school day. The meaning of full of beans is full of energy. Number 6. Cooking is not my cup of tea. The meaning of not my cup of tea is not something one enjoys doing. Number 7. Practice for the next race. Don't cry over spilled milk. The meaning of cry over spilled milk is have regrets. Number 8. Ben is a couch potato. He should go out and play. The meaning of couch potato is one who needs exercise, watches too much TV. Number 9. Painting is my bread and butter. The meaning of bread and butter is main source of income. Exercise B. Write true or false. Number 1. If you eat a balanced diet, you don't have to exercise. The answer is false. Number 2. Milk contains calcium. The answer is true. Number 3. You should not eat any fat. The answer is false. Number 4. Lemons and tomatoes are good sources of vitamin C. The answer is true. Number 5. Potatoes and rice give you energy. The answer is true. Number 6. If you brush your teeth with a good brand of toothpaste, eating lot of sweets will not harm our body. The answer is false. Number 7. Our bodies need sunlight to make vitamin D. The answer is true. Number 8. Vitamin deficiency means an excess of vitamins. The answer is false. Number 9. A lack of vitamin A causes night blindness. The answer is true. Number 10. Brown rice is healthier to eat than polished white rice. The answer is true. Next, lesson 17. Prefixes. A prefix is placed at the beginning of a word to change its meaning. Read the meanings of some common prefixes given in the help box. Then write the correct prefix for each label under the pictures given below. Number 1. Dash mobile repairs. Automobile repairs. Number 2. Dash batic show. Acrobatic show. Number 3. Dash septic liquid. Antiseptic liquid. Number 4. Weather dash cost. Weather forecast. Number 5. Dashnomy club. Astronomy club. Number 6. Dash tick sports. Aquatic sports. Shall we move on to the new lesson? Okay, let's start. Do you like to sit in the same place always? No, is it? Why don't you like to sit in the same place? I think you feel bored. If you feel bored, what will you do? You will move from one place to another. Lesson 18. Turns and movements. In this lesson, we are going to learn turns and movements. Do you move from one place to another? Yes, is it? Why do you move from one position to another? We move from one position to another for relax. What is movement? The act or process of moving people, animals or things from one place or position to another.
Today, during the school, an idea crossed Zishan's mind. Other than humans, various other living beings also move. Different living beings move in different ways, which is very distinct from humans.
Take your book, turn page number 27. Some pictures are given below. These pictures show how you can move an object. We can move an object in slide, flip, right turn and left turn. What is sliding? Sliding is a slideway movement where the lead foot takes one step to the side. What is flip? Flip means to turn over from one side to another or end over end. What is right turn? Right turn means turn the position of the object to the right hand side. What is left turn? Left turn means turn the position of the object to the left hand side. Exercise A. Look at the sets of pictures given below and circle the words that describe the movement. Number 1. This picture shows slide movement. You circle the word slide. Number 2. This picture shows left turn. You circle the word turn. Number 3. This picture shows flip movement. You circle the word flip. Number 4. This picture shows right turn movement. You circle the word turn. Number 5. This picture shows flip movement. You circle the word flip. Number 6. This picture shows left turn movement. You circle the word turn. Number 7. This picture shows right turn movement. You circle the word turn. Number 8. This picture shows slide movement. You circle the word slide. Exercise B. Complete the table by drawing pictures to match the movements. You draw the pictures below according to the movement. Look at the box. The outer layer of the earth is made up of large pieces called plates. These plates move very slowly. When they move, they may slide or crash into each other. These movements cause earthquakes. Do you understand this lesson? Okay. Shall we move on to the next lesson? Do you have house? All of you have house. Is it? What type of house do you have? I think all of you have terrace house. Can you say the different types of houses? Huts, bungalows, apartments, kacha house, bamboo house, stilt house, wooden house, tree house, etc. Now I am going to teach the next lesson. Lesson 19, Shelter. What are the main things we need to live? Food, water, air and shelter. Name some shelters of animals. Nest, burrow, den, caves, etc. Why do we need shelter? We need shelter for security and protect us from the weather, animals and enemies. In this lesson, we are going to learn the different types of shelter. What is shelter? A shelter is a small building or covered place which is made to protect people from bad weather or danger. Turn page number 28. Shelter. Who lives where? Match the people to the houses. Number 1. I belong to the Toda community. I live in a thatched hut built of stone. The small entrance is a Means of protection from wild animals. The answer is B. Number 2. I belong to the Warli community. My home is plastered with mud and decorated with white rice flour painting. The answer is C. Number 3. I belong to the Mishing community. My chankar is built on stilts to prevent water from getting in if there is a flood. The answer is D. Number 4. I belong to the pastoral community of the Bunny. My circular bunka is an earthquake resistant house built of mud block. The answer is A. Did you understand this lesson? Okay. Shall we move on to the next lesson? Have you learned the parts of speech in the last year? What are they? Verb, adverb, noun, pronoun, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Do you know what is verb? Verb is a doing word or action word. Is verb and adverb same? No, it is different. In this lesson, we are going to learn adverb. Lesson 20, adverb of frequency. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that can modify a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Lots of adverbs end ly. Example, he talks loudly. Here, talks is the verb and the adverb loudly describes how the verb is done. What are the different types of adverbs? Conjunctive adverbs, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of time, adverbs of manner, adverbs of degree and adverbs of place. What are adverbs of frequency? A number of adverbs are used to describe the frequency of an event. By doing so, these adverbs describe how often something happens. Example, frequently, sometimes, usually, never, always, daily, weekly, monthly, etc. Turn page number 29. Adverbs of frequency. Read the information about tigers given below. Then tick the right word in each of the sentences that follow. Tigers are carnivores eating only meat. They mainly feed on large mammals such as deer and buffalo, but they also eat a variety of birds, fish, rodents, small elephants, rhinos and crocodiles. Tigers will attack a human only if they feel threatened. Every tiger in the world is unique. No two tigers have the same pattern of stripes. Unlike most members of the cat family, tigers like water, particularly in summer. Tigers are solitary hunters and generally search for food alone at night. Less than 100 years ago, tigers could be found throughout Asia. Sadly, hunting and cutting down of forests have made tigers an endangered species. We must do all that we can to protect these majestic animals. Number 1. Tigers always never eat meat. The correct answer is always. Tigers always eat meat. Number 2. Tigers usually hardly ever hunt deer and buffalo. The correct answer is usually. Tigers usually hunt deer and buffalo. Number 3. Tigers always never attack a human unless they feel threatened. The correct answer is never. Tigers never attack a human unless they feel threatened. Number 4. Tigers sometimes often eat birds, fish, rodents, small elephants, rhinos, and crocodiles. The correct answer is sometimes. Tigers sometimes eat birds, fish, rodents, small elephants, rhinos, and crocodiles. Number 5. You will never, rarely see the same pattern of stripes on two tigers. The correct answer is never. You will never see the same pattern of stripes on two tigers. Number 6. Tigers rarely or frequently cool off in pools or streams. The correct answer is frequently. Tigers frequently cool off in pools or streams. Number 7. Tigers frequently, seldom hunt in pairs. The correct answer is seldom. Tigers seldom hunt in pairs. Number 8. Tigers often, hardly ever search for food in the day. The correct answer is hardly ever. Tigers hardly ever search for food in the day. Number 9. Tigers were sometimes, frequently hunted in the last 100 years or so. The correct answer is frequently. Tigers were frequently hunted in the last 100 years or so. Number 10. We must always, never work to keep endangered animals alive. The correct answer is always. We must always work to keep endangered animals alive. Did you understand this lesson? Okay. Today I would like to share about Mathur hanging tuft. Have you heard about Mathur hanging tuft? The Mathur hanging tuft is the tallest as well as the longest tuft bridge in Asia, having a height of 115 feet and a length of 1 kilometer. This bridge has become a place of tourist importance and hundreds of tourists visit this place. Mathur Bridge was constructed in 1966 by the late Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu K. Kamaraj as a drought relief measure across the river Parali. Its purpose is to carry water for irrigation from an elevated level of one hill to another. Now it is more popular as sightseeing place, offering a bit of fresh air and tranquil surroundings. Recently, a children park has also been developed in this area by the district administration. People can be seen coming here and relaxing. If you get chance, you have to visit this bridge. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.